They say Mother Earth is breathing with each wave that finds the shore. Her soul rises in the evening for to open twilight's door. Her eyes are the stars in heaven, watching o'er us all the while, and her heart it is in Ireland, deep within the Emerald Isle. We are 40 against hundreds in someone else's bloody war. We know not why we're fighting or what we're dying for. They will storm us in the morning when the sunlight turns the sky. Death is waiting for its dance now. Fate has sentenced us to die. Ireland, I am coming home. I can see your rolling fields of green and fences made of stone. I am reaching out. Won't you take my hand? I'm coming home. Oh, the captain, he lay bleeding, and I can hear him calling me. These men are yours now for the leading. Show them to their destiny. And as I look up all around me, I see the ragged, tired, and torn. I tell them to make ready, 'cause we're not waiting for the morn. Ireland, I am coming home. I can see rolling fields of green and fences made of stone. I am reaching out. Won't you take my hand? I'm coming home. Ireland. Now the fog is deep and heavy as we forge the dark and fear. We can hear their horses breathing as in silence we draw near. And there are no words to be spoken, just a look to say goodbye. I draw a breath and night is broken as I scream our battle cry. Ireland, I am coming home. I can see rolling fields of green and fences made of stone. I am reaching out. Won't you take my hand? I'm coming home. Ireland, yes, I am home. We were 40 against hundreds. She was a girl on a wagon train, headed west across the plains. The train got lost in a summer storm. They couldn't move west and they couldn't go home. Then she saw him riding through the rain. He took charge of the wagons and he saved the train. And she looked down and her heart was gone. The train went west but she stayed on in Lonesome Dove. A farmer's daughter with a gentle hand, a blooming rose in a bed of sand. She loved the man who wore a star, a Texas Ranger known near and far. So they got married and they had a child. But times were tough and the West was wild. So it was no surprise the day she learned that her Texas man would not return to Lonesome Dove. Back to back with the Rio Grande, a Christian woman in the devil's land. She learned the language and she learned to fight, but she never learned how to beat the lonely night. In Lonesome Dove, Lonesome Dove. She watched her boy grow into a man. He had an angel's heart and the devil's hand. He wore a star for all to see. He was a Texas lawman legacy. Then one day word blew into town. It seemed the man that shot his father down had robbed a bank in Jericho. The only thing between them and Mexico was Lonesome Dove. The shadows stretched across the land as the shots rang out down the Rio Grande. And when the smoke had finally cleared the street, the men lay at the ranger's feet. But legend tells to this very day, that shots were coming from an alleyway. Though no one knows who held the gun, there ain't no doubt if you ask someone in Lonesome Dove. Back to back with the Rio Grande, a Christian woman in the devil's land. She learned the language and she learned to fight, but she never learned how to beat the lonely night. In Lonesome Dove, Lonesome Dove.